In this video we are going to talk about 10 most amazing facts about dogs. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. There is a lot more to dogs than what the majority of pet owners believe they know. Here are some extremely interesting facts about our canine companions, as well as some of the characteristics that distinguish them even further from one another. In addition to being couch sleepers and hole diggers, dogs are endowed with a variety of unique abilities and fascinating physical characteristics. This list contains the 10 most fascinating facts about dogs, ranging from power sniffing to paw sweating. Number 10. Dogs are as smart as 2-year-old children. Research claims that, despite the fact that they may appear to be dumb when you find a chewed-up sneaker or watch your friend chase their tail, dogs are actually highly intelligent creatures with mental abilities comparable to those of a 2-year-old child, according to his research. It was discovered that dogs can understand up to 250 words/gestures, count up to 5, make rudimentary mathematics, and purposely fool other dogs and people after completing a number of tests. You'd better be on your toes. Number 9. Dogs can read our emotions. It is not always the case that when a dog looks at your face, they are attempting to grab your attention or ask for a treat. Some of the time, they are absorbing your emotional state. In a study conducted by the University of Lincoln, researchers discovered that dogs are the only creatures that can tell if we are pleased, sad, or angry just by looking at us. Dogs, like humans, have a left gaze bias when looking at a human face from the left side. This implies that the dogs are looking at the right side of their faces, which is more accurate at expressing emotions than the left side of their faces. Number 8. Dogs don't feel guilt. When dogs are discovered doing something they shouldn't, they may display what appears to be a guilty expression, head dropped, ears back, eyes cheerless, to indicate that they are feeling guilty. Although you may believe that your dog is expressing shame and pleading for forgiveness, animal behaviorists have determined that dogs are not capable of feeling guilt. An owner's furious or disturbed reaction most likely elicited that guilty expression instead. Number 7. A dog's sense of smell is 10,000 to 100,000 stronger than ours. Everyone knows that dogs have an incredible sense of smell, but did you realize that their sense of smell is 10,000 to 100,000 times stronger than ours? In the words of one dog scientist, a dog's olfactory abilities are comparable to the ability to detect a single rotten apple amongst a million barrels of wine. Dogs are excellent sniffers. Thanks to the 300 million olfactory receptors in their nose, we have around 6 million, as well as the area of their brain that is responsible for processing odors. We have about 6 million. It is 40 times greater than ours. Number 6. Dogs are amazingly diverse. According to a study published in the American Naturalist, when it comes to the shape of their skulls, dogs are among the most diverse species. The skulls of different dog breeds differ as much as they do between other species in terms of size and shape. As an example, the skull of a German Shepherd is as distinct from the skull of a Golden Retriever as the skull of a cat is from the skull of a bear. Dogs come in a variety of shapes and sizes. They are available in a variety of colors, shapes, and sizes. The scientists were able to map more than 120,000 places on the DNA of each dog. They performed this to see how the nucleobases of the dog's DNA interacted with one another. DNA and nucleobases are the pieces of a puzzle that combine to form genes. When scientists examine the nucleobases in the doggy DNA, they can pinpoint where the changes in the DNA occur. When the DNA of one dog breed shares more bases with the DNA of another dog breed, it indicates that the two breeds are more closely related to one another. In the same way that you and your family have more things in common than you and a complete stranger. Due to the fact that dogs were domesticated and bred by humans to look the way they do, humans have also had a significant impact on dog DNA. In the case of Chihuahua dogs, for example, people have bred them with other Chihuahua dogs for an extremely long time. This indicates that Chihuahuas have a large number of nucleobases that are identical to one another on their DNA, and all of these puzzle pieces fit together to form the shape of a Chihuahua. Number 5. Different tail wags mean different things. Many pet parents believe that a dog's waving tail indicates that the dog is content. True, tail wagging is a complicated language, and different wags convey a variety of messages to different people. When a dog feels nervous or submissive, it will hold its tail lower than it would normally do, and if it is terrified, it will tuck its tail beneath its body and wag its tail. A tail held higher than normal may suggest that the dog is stimulated by something, whereas a tail held vertically denotes hostility. When a dog's tail is held straight out, it indicates that the dog is interested in something. In dogs, wagging of the tail indicates excitement, with more forceful wagging indicative of higher levels of enthusiasm. Researchers discovered in 2007 that the way a dog wags its tail might also provide information as to how it is feeling at the time. Positive emotions are shown by wagging the tail to the right, whereas negative emotions are indicated by waving the tail to the left. Number 4. Dogs can see some colors. Traditionally, it has been considered that dogs can only distinguish between hues of gray. In actuality, dogs are capable of seeing colors, albeit their perception of color is less intense and limited in comparison to that of humans. According to Psychology Today, dogs see the world mostly in yellows, blues, and grays when they look about. This explains why your dog may occasionally become disoriented when searching for their red ball in the grass. However, just because dogs may not appreciate the complete range of color that people do, it does not follow that they are incapable of distinguishing between different hues. It is possible that they will not see the real color of an object. The color red, for example, appears to a dog as a dark brownish gray or even black. Furthermore, to a dog, the colors yellow, orange, and green appear yellowish. Our four-legged buddies have excellent vision in blue, but purple seems to them to be the same color as blue. A dog cannot detect the difference between a red ball and a yellow ball when playing fetch with a ball. Fortunately, they have a keen sense of smell, which allows them to quickly recognize their ball and prevent confusion when playing fetch in the park with their owners. Number 3. Dogs dream like humans. Is it possible that you've witnessed your dog jerking, growling, or running during his sleep? In accordance with canine researcher Dr. Stanley Coren's findings, a dog's brain wave patterns during sleep are quite similar to those of a human, implying that canines dream in the same way that humans do as well. There is also evidence that they dream about common dog activities, Coren adds. There is also evidence that they dream about common dog activities. Number 2. Dogs can help people with health problems. Dogs have the ability to perform remarkable things for people who are suffering from health issues. They can be trained to assist the physically, visually, or hearing impaired, to provide support for mental disorders such as post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, and anxiety, to remind handlers to take their medications, to assist autistic people in their daily lives, and to detect certain health problems such as low blood sugar levels in diabetic patients. In some laboratory trials, dogs have even been able to detect cancer. Number 1. Dogs sweat through their paws. In contrast to humans, who have sweat glands covering the bulk of their bodies, the majority of a dog's sweat glands are found in the pads of their paws. Occasionally, a dog that has become very hot can leave behind wet paw prints on the floor or pavement. This is an indication that it is time to assist your companion in cooling off. Even though a dog may sweat through their paws when it is hot, panting is the primary technique by which dogs cool themselves off. Panting allows moisture to escape from the surface of the tongue and the surface of the lungs when one is breathing. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.